What volume is that? I wonder. Seems fine. Yeah, it seems fine. Let's see. What were we doing? We were doing some of that, some of this, and less than 1 minute. What? Oh, right. Yep. You're a quick one. You're the quick one. So I've been annoyed a little bit about things. Oh, I also restarted my computer and I got like 5 times more frames now. It's been nagging me about Windows Update and stuff, so eventually you have to cave. I didn't even have it on for a month, so I don't know. Strange. Yeah, it is crazy. I know when I was looking around in Task Manager that I saw 22 days uptime, and that was a couple of days ago. So, I mean, what the hell? It sucks. Anyway, the idea here, Kinash, is that we're gonna just flesh out a little bit. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see, but for now, you can see how damn empty everything out here is, right? In the background and on top and everything. So, I'm currently making a gravity pole that's going to be on each corner. And here's the kicker. It will attract close around it. So you should be able to shoot out here and have it come in like this. That's the idea. If you follow what I'm saying. Oh shit! I just realized we broke 800 now. 802 even. Yay! I haven't gone minus. Anyway, so this object then needs a generate. Yeah, so I don't want to really put things in that doesn't. I don't want to just put things in there to just. I want things to do something to be a good idea before I put the effort of putting it in. But on the other hand, if you're completely stuck, it might be good just to stick a box in there and then look at the box and go like, that's an ugly box. It should have been a banana. Anyway, we'll see what we get, Eventually, we will move the origin there, and then we will say that this one should be smooth shaded, but you should also smooth by angle. Yeah, so I had a couple of things just before I was streaming and so on. I was setting up. So we're on a new Blender version now, 4.2.1, and 4.2 that I was trying to use had some issue with the Blender and auto importing and so on. This one works, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. So if I save here now, for example, right? Let's add a generate array. You are going upwards only with 10% margin, or more, like 50% margin. Something like that. This one should also be smooth shaded with smooth by angle. Also, that should go with that material for now. In fact, I'm going to remove that material. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it there. Something like that. Then we merge by distance. That's 32 that's fixed. Now this one has its origin at the center, right? Decade. Oh yeah, well that shouldn't be that way. Because now let's save and see if we want to adjust it a bit. Well, first off, what's going on with the material there? On the rings. Ah. There we go. Aha! All flashy light. I mean, this obviously should need a little bit of texture and stuff, but I think also. Hey, what's up, Yake? Increase that a little bit. It would be kind of fun to animate these so they go woof 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 too, right? Imagine that. Drawing some characters for the yam. Which yam? Jern yam? No, wait. You would do yeah. So the Game Boy game you were messing around with, that's the yeah, exactly. I wasn't thinking. You know, that's uncommon for me, right? Or, you know, arguably one of the most common way I do use my brain. Yeah, so the mirror on X and Y, I do think, just for simplicity, we will just add these up now. Bam. Oh no, we have to first apply the modifiers. Then we can add that machine. And then we save. And now it looks like this. Oh, and I also fixed off before I started. See, I wasn't going to stream more, but then I realized I was deving on my own here. So I figured, fuck it, I'll go live and have some company, right? Let's see, I'll show you. Let's see also if I get the frames here when we do this, when I start this up. See, I'm in the menu there, it's like 2,000 frames. Here we are down to, below 1,000 frames. That sucks. Unplayable. But yeah, look how stable the gun is. That was, I shifted so the player camera. Actually, maybe there's a little bit too low frame rate on your stream to be able to see how smooth that is, but yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of frame rate dependent stuff though that we need to adjust a little bit. Like I think now that we have more frames, we are actually getting launched higher like this. Oh yeah, and so this was what I was working on earlier, Jake. Right? Look, it works. Oh, we don't have any colliders on those. Those need colliders. It's going to be a really annoying collider if we leave it as a single object. But what we could do is we could... Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's apply that. And then we're going to do this. Let's do merge by distance. Remove 4,200 verts. Okay. I don't know where that was, to be honest. So, now we separate by loose parts here instead, right? And then we do... See, we're gonna put that... Put cursor there. Oh, you know what? I should close this so you can actually see things. Yeah. Yeah, I already fixed that, Jake. I already fixed that. See? You're so slow. So we add this back together and we put the origin there, right? But here comes the kicker. We don't want four different objects. We want this to be instance, right? So first off, we're going to name this corner pole. Yeah, corner pole. And that will have a collider now, that one. Right, and then we change the name of the mesh data block here to corner pole. Just so we know which one it is. But we need to find this location. So for here, we do that. And we snap the cursor there. Then we can delete that object. And we can delete all of these too. And then remember, when you add an object, it will add it on the 3D cursor. So we just do shift add. Actually, it's quicker to do this. Select this one, Alt D to create an instance, and then Shift S selection to cursor. Bam, done. Lock that shit down. Lock this shit down. Actually, not the position yet. So then we go to this one, position the cursor there, delete that. Oh, where are these objects? Oh, their origins are all also there. Right, that's why we can select them. Selection to cursor. Yes. Cursor selected. Delete that shit. Oh, I shift D. It's not a catastrophe if you shift D, but you can see here we have a corner pole here has 3 users. So selection to cursor. Now, do note I said 3 cursor. Cursor. Did I say 3 cursors? I mean 3 users. So that obviously is Godot math here because we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 users. But I'm almost positive I also duplicated this instead of instancing it. Yeah, see. So it got a copy of that mesh data block. Now, the trick here is that we don't have to redo anything. the object that holds the transform is already in the correct position and everything. So what we just have to do is just poke it to the point where it uses the correct mesh data block. Bam. That means that all 4 of these use the same mesh. So if I go in here and take this one and move it up, they are waving. Yay. So that's that. So now when we go in here, it definitely changes a little how it looks, right? I'm thinking we want maybe we want this material on it actually. So the materials here, they are actually part of the mesh information. So the mesh data block has, all the verts, positions, normals, all that information. But also, if you think about it, in Godot, you actually assign the material to the geometry. So the geometry has different surfaces. So surface 0, surface 1, and so on. That's the different materials. So here we just go in and say, we want the blue emission material here. Right. Actually, which one is that? Let's try that one. Oh, yeah, that looks cozy as hell, doesn't it? Yeah, once we get into the team thing. For sure. Right now, the only thing that differentiates the sides are the squares, basically. Which I want to change. And I think if everything works out fine, there's a couple of things I want to try. I want to try having this. Imagine these in 5 parts, and those 5 parts are temporary, so they toggle. So you play, the first minute with all 5, and then bam, these 2 get turned off. Then they come back, and these 2 get turned off, and so on. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Yeah, what do they mean indeed? So the projectile here, if we think about it, it actually is huge, because I didn't really care that much about the size of it when I set it up, because, I was actually more curious about getting it to work. But now we're going to half the size here. So, and remember, this is sphere shape. That actually works with the radius. And then we go to the mesh instance that has this mesh that has a radius too. But, since it's a sphere, it obviously doesn't only have a sphere, it also have a height. But the height isn't radius. Instead, it's full height, so that's going to be plus 0.5. Which, makes so much sense, Really. I love it. So let's see how this looks. The problem here is, you know, the gravity down is too much. So we're going to change how we do gravity here. So the projectile, now we're tweaking things that are actually important here. So we're going to put gravity back to 1, and then we're going to check, because we want to be able to, from our end of the level, we want to be able to use those corner poles, right? Oh yeah, this is going to be such a nuisance to get right. But yeah, you can see how that just changes. They still are ballistic, but now they are less affected. The problem now is that the gravity fields, remember we have 4 gravity fields that are rectangular boxes, basically the size of the pillars, basically the columns. So the areas between the columns and one outside the columns too. And it's this one goes to the right, this one goes to the left, that one goes to the right, that one goes to the left. But you can barely see it now. So we're going to increase the power on those. And we do that on, I don't know, this one maybe? Yeah, these. So gravity here, direction. Let's increase this by 5. And that should have fixed all of them. Yeah. Yep. So now they are 5 times more effective at changing the direction of the projectile. Oh, apparently I remembered wrong. This one goes to the right. No, it is what I said. It's just not enough, is it? Hey, what's up, Wonderland? How are you? We are doing magnificent things here. Not really. Let's double that. So now we have a gravity of 10 times normal gravity. So these fields are now 10G. Ready to relax for a bit, and you come in here. Oh, mistakes were made. Actually, the music is quite relaxing for once, right? Look at how I bend it around the corners. The problem with taking coverage behind these and trying to do anything is, you know, obviously that. Wait. Hang on. It is very peaceful. Even the gunshots are nice and low tunes. Oh, hang on. We'll do something about that. Bam! 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 Oh, yeah, I don't have the fire rate for that. Hang on. Bam! Bam! Boom! Oh, right. Bam! Boom! Bam! Boom! I woke up the dog. Let's not do that. What I really don't like now, though, is that we are probably... Let's see, if we think about it, if we were to shoot... Let's say that we want to have... I think the speed is quite okay, but if we want to hit the back end of the other field, I think we were basically gonna shoot aim here somewhere, and that means that we need to boost the gravity like 30%, I think. And this is gonna fuck with everything. This is expected. So we go for 1.33. So we got 30% extra effect of gravity forces on the projectiles. Yeah, imagine if I was. See, when I think about ASMR, I always think about. I bet you've seen them, those with binaural mix, those with ears, and they lick the ears, right? That is so not my thing. Oh my god, that would make me. I don't know. It makes my skin crawl, you know? Basically. So let's see how much of an effect we had. We do this. Damn it. Someone is just making them go other directions. Yeah, okay, so we need to increase the gravity with about as much. So let's just set it to 2 even. Right? You like keyboard clacking? Yeah, my keyboard is basically a piece of shit by, well, by any standard. But yeah, I've abused it quite a bit. So I have like the numpads go, instead of going once, they go either none or thrice, you know, in an instant. Really annoying. But I was looking at keyboards the other day, and I couldn't really. I mean, there was one that I kind of liked, but it wasn't full size, and I need a numpad. Oh, see, that is us hitting exactly on the edge back there. See, this is kind of what we want. The misdirection of it makes it, you know, you see that there's a projectile incoming, but to dodge it, you also have to take into account the deflection when it goes through the gravity field in the center of the level. So it's just going to be a little bit weird, right? But I do like the time it takes, so we're not going to change the speed. But I think we want more gravity. What do you think about changing the gravity up so we actually do? Let's play in 4G, right? That basically makes everything fall quicker, and we don't have to adjust these so much. Actually, let's do it here instead. Yeah, let's do it here. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna fucking make us a weapon that shoots black holes, right? So we're gonna need to create black holes. Yeah, so the problem now is that the gravity of the deflection is too much. So I really should have these things set up so I can easily edit the values. on the fly, but I don't, so we won't. So multiply that by half for 49 meters per second square, because apparently that's how we calculate gravity. I don't actually know. It's an acceleration number, right? Meter squared, meter per second square. Yeah, I'm just winging it. When we find, I understand the principle. I don't know the terminology, so we are fucked no matter what we do. So if we stand on the far edge here, oh, see this is about as high as I want to aim to hit the back, like that. But that deflection, then again, maybe we want that deflection because that means that we can almost shoot around it so we can see it almost. Yeah, I think this might be it for how much deflection and so on we want. But now it feels like the projectile is too quick, but I don't know. Whoa. Oh yeah, and this is fixed. So we get teleported back, and that works for the client. Look at that, we're not throwing anything. And we can do this. Oh, can we... We should be able to stand on top of these if the timer lets us. Oh yeah. Aha! But we're out of bounds if we go back there. So my initial thought here of having a score count is basically Smash rules, where if you get knocked off and have to respawn, the other team gains a point, I guess. Oh. Yeah. But we also need to... We can actually solve that here. So, currently, we shouldn't have this visual, I think, on... What's going on with the gun? Doesn't the gun look distorted? Oh, you know what it is? Hang on. It's probably our player view camera here, near. Yeah, it is. Aha! Look at that. We can have this. Now we just have a small cock ring with a bigger cock ring attached to it. And we can go around and lobby balls with that. Yeah, that is a description of what that is. Now, I wouldn't call it an accurate description by any means, but let's see. What is the default of this? 5 centimeters. Yeah, sure. The problem. So here comes the problem. When we put the camera at 5 centimeters, we will actually have part of the skeleton in front of the camera, I think. Yeah. Look, I can see... Oh, that's the eye holes. Yeah, the camera is inside the skull. So we want to have this avatar not part of... our... Oh, I hate this. Why don't people make software that steal every UI idea Blender has? Where when you have things like this, you should just be able to click, hold, and drag. You know, why not? the view layer for the visual part, which is, fuck if I know, the skeleton here. Oh yeah, Blender's interface is just, it's so streamlined to go quick when it comes to doing things in a 3D environment, right? And since a lot of game engines are basically that, I don't get it. I mean, if I were making Godot UI, I would steal so much from Blender. And for anyone that says, but that's so bad UI, yeah, well, you don't get it. Just learn it and sit with it for half a year and then go back to whatever piece of software you like, and you're going to realize how much you miss. The contextual shortcuts, the consistency of the shortcuts, and so on. Where do we set this? Here, this is the mesh instance, right? Yeah. So layers. That's the visual instance. Yes. Yeah, well, like this transform here. What the fuck is this? Like, really? What the hell did they think? If they put position 3 values straight down in a column, you could have 3 columns: position, rotation, and scale. Done. And also, anything that has a transform, that transform should be on top. Always. Oh, you mean for the shader node system? Yeah. There you have another issue. Have you looked at the shader nodes inside here? I think you did, didn't you? I think I saw you do that on stream. And it's instead of simplifying it, they have just exposed everything, but everything is unique. So if you're going to multiply something, you have to have multiply float, multiply vector, and so on, you know. So you have 10 different multiply nodes instead of just one that just adjusts itself depending on what input type you give it. Yeah. I never gone into that. I've been messing around with the visual shaders in Blender quite a bit and in Unity. And then I started, well, I've been mixing the different node names up completely. And then here's a third one, but this one is by far the least developed one. But yeah, we'll see. There is an issue here, and that is when we hit something here, and we are hitting a rigid body and giving a motor. Let's see, when we are giving the motor an how are we going to do it? So the motor, if we give the motor, no, we don't want to network inside the motor. We want to be able to turn the motor completely off on all clients. Which means that when we do it, well, not on all clients, on everyone that isn't the owner of the avatar. That's what I mean. Or the host. The host Fuck. So what we're trying to figure out here is that we have two different things going on. And that is that we are ooh, I just realized something. Do we have the player the impact event? Is that networked? Because currently the projectile. Oh yeah, the projectile synchronizes the velocity, rotation, position. We'll see. That probably needs to be changed and then use interpolation and stuff, right? But for now, it's fine. But when that hits something, this RB projectile, for example, yeah, none of this should run if we are. Yeah, so we do if is multiplayer authority in reverse, then we set process mode disabled. Okay. Process mode enum disabled. Oh, and return, because we don't even hook up the events. So basically that means that this now, since we don't have the authority of this, there's no point in us trying to listen for events or anything. We don't have control over this. Doesn't matter. And that means that this race impact will only happen on the host. Because it's a local event. That needs to be rewritten. But we're going to just confirm it. So what we want to see now is that let's see. Yeah, when the host despawn the rigid body, the projectile, it will wait. We don't have two instances running. So now we have two. Well, soon to be two. We have oh, let's do Kinnars and Wunder. We don't have that much space, so it's just Wunder. So, with those, we will host on one and join on the second. So the host can do that. Now we got to find the. Where the hell is the? Ooh, right. I can't actually see the skeleton. That's also why we have an idea of where he's standing just by looking at the floor. Yeah, so you can see we are shooting things here. But you can see that it's piss poor frame rate, and that's because session 2 is not focused, which means that Godot goes down into what, 5 frames or something, and I have no idea. I don't think you can do anything about that, which fucking is, I don't know, the worst. Okay, even worse now is that when I try to shoot with the session 2, the weapon on. Oh yeah, I have no idea, you know. It's really annoying. Yeah, somehow we are firing with the host go. Um. Oh, yeah. I just realized why. Because we were doing. Basically, we tied the whole code how we spawn projectiles into the actual weapon script, and I moved the weapon. So the weapon now doesn't exist underneath each avatar. It only exists under the player view. And the player view exists outside of the networked objects. So when we actually do this fire, you can see we do a fire primary leads to an RPC attack on this object and so on, which is fine. The problem is that it is not enough. Because when we then end up creating this and putting it to firing, you can see it uses the muzzle somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, the muzzle here. And it gets the node muzzle from underneath itself, which now, since it isn't an instance object on the network, is always the same object. The one that is already loaded in the level, this one. That weapon. Which means it will use the host version of that. Because it's the server that spawns it. Which means that we have an issue. And that means that we gotta send 2 vector 3s on the RPC, which is probably bad, but that's how we're gonna do it. So we do pos and vector 3 rot, right? So that is, instead of doing this bullet stuff here, we set global position equals to pos, and then bullet global rotation rot, right? That means that the one that actually pulls the RPC attack there, that one can go and get its muzzle. Damn it. Yeah, so here, before we do that, we need to get the muzzle, and then here we also feed it muzzle global position. And muzzle global rotation. Right, so now we get around that. Which also means that we don't have a linear. Fuck. We need a rotation from that bullet. Yeah, we can use that bullet because we've set the position and rotation. So why not just use the bullet global transform? Yeah, that should work, right? It's so easy to do mistakes like that. So easy. You just move a thing and then, oh, suddenly shit breaks because you never really did the networking correctly. But look, now it works. The problem with this is we don't get any explosion on the client side. You can see the explosion there on the server side. As ugly as it is, it's actually growing on me. I don't think it's super ugly anymore. But that's just like Stockholm Syndrome or something. But that means that we are set to take the impact event here. And we're going to do this. We're going to have an RPC raise impact. Now, that damage package isn't going to do it for us now. Because damage package, that's a custom type. We're going to have to break that apart into the Godot supported types, like float, int, string, boolean. You know, the basic types that Godot actually supports over RPC. And we can have an array of those types. So we have to break the damage package apart and then put it back together. Well, since this is an RPC, what we only need is an RPC, raise impact location. That's all we need, right? Because we don't need anything else. Because the damage package is only relevant to the host. It doesn't need to be sent anywhere else. All we need is a position and a normal. That's all. And on impact, location is going to be its own thing then. You think he can fix it? You don't trust me? What the hell? Oh, we can't actually do that, can we? It has to be one object. We can do this then. We can send them as an array and break them apart on the other end. So the args, instead of args, we're gonna use new vector3 array where the first value is position and the second one is the normal, right? And we also have to change it so we use that. And this is a lazy one, I realize. Maybe we should take the opportunity to change that before we make this even bigger. And what I say is lazy is because this isn't the way we should do this. If we're supposed to do this correct, we should do. Let's see if I can do this by memory. We should create EVT like that. And that creates a copy of on impact location, which means that the on impact location is open still to have listeners register in or get registered out without any interruptions. That means that we can then safely iterate across this and invoke it. And we should do a null check, but instead we do null suppression there, which is fine, I guess. But basically, we raise over a copy of that because multi-threading and so on. Doesn't really matter. It's not like we actually gonna do anything about it. It's just that it's kind of the .NET recommend way of doing it, because it should just work then. So then we go to impact event. Let's say we have a specific class here that is only a place on impact listener. All this does is listen for events, and when it happens, it just spawns something in there. And it could be anything. In this case, we are just doing explosions. We don't have any specifics. So on impact location, when impact location happens, then we create that. And you can see that creates that. So what we then do is, you can see what we should use here is only the from the E. Hang on, let's rename that to args. So actually, in this case, package. Yeah, see, it only uses those two. So here we separate this out to private void spawn explosion. And then we will take a vector 3 position and a vector 3 normal. And what we do end up with is this. So we just do that. And instead of that, package point and normal, we're going to actually call the spawn explosion up here with the package point and package normal. Right. So far, everything makes sense, doesn't it? So then we make sure that we use the actual position and normal. And then when this comes in here, we do a spawn explosion. And we will actually insert a who here. So core who. Not that it matters this time around, because this should just work. Because what we do here is we use the E0 and E1. If that causes an error, it means that something went wrong upstream, you know. So, impact location. We still need to raise that, though. That's the thing. In Projektal, where we... Wait. That's not the Projektal we're using anymore. We're using this one. RB Projektal. Here, this one. Is it? Did you just think of something smart? Let's just leave that as is for now. Yeah, well, I've done this a billion times, it feels like, so. So what we do here is RPC, raise impact location. And remember, we already know that this should only be on the authority. Not necessarily the host. So, well, we should only spawn the projectile on the host, so this will be the host, but it's derived from previous assumptions, so it should be fine. And if not, well, fuck it. We're not doing it again. And then we do that instead, right? So, but you can see here, we are calling this locally. And here comes the trick, because when we raise this, we don't want to make here before this goes out and get broadcast across the network. We have to, first off, we need to say that this is an RPC, and the mode is authority, and call local is going to be true, which means that even the host reacts to it when it gets called. So what happens is, if multiplayer where are we now? Oh, we're in impact events. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Here's the thing. You can see this one here, impact events. That's not a node. And we never want to make this a node. But that also means that we are restricted when it comes to RPC, because RPC is sent and located through the tree by path and method name and so on. It seems like. I haven't actually read about it, but that seems to be the restriction. So what we can do is fuck all to that. So you can see here we have one here that we could start up again, basically. Okay, we're going to change things around here now. So, first off, we don't actually need to change this now, because we are not going to do it that way. So, as far as the host projectile, it just raises the impact, right? The impact then gets raised in here, but that will yeah, it will raise the impact and call. So this, remember, this one carries the damage package. So that is how we're going to deliver the damage on the host to things that gets affected. But we also need to propagate it across the network, which means that we need to raise this impact location on the network. And we do that through calling events. And then the thing is, we have disabled things here. So the network events is not part of things now. Yeah. We have lobby events, but not network events. Yeah, so public static network events. We just call that net. And when we set that up, I think when we set that up, we'll just spawn one in, because it will not have anything that we need to set inside the inspector or anything. Which means that we'll just do node new node. Wait, yeah, this is actually not good. Yeah, let's make it yeah, let's make sure that we are doing this on the core instead. Yeah, let's do it's just going to be easier instead of instantiating it, because instantiating nodes with C# scripts, we don't want to go down that road, because I just remember that's not so fun. So instead we're going to go core we don't want to put anything on that. Oh, you know what? Underneath the game, we can put it underneath the game as net events. Yes, let's do that. So add child node. Network events is not a global class, so we just do node and add to that node the network events like that. Call that network events. And the important bit with that is that we can go from core rules set get node over type network events from that name. That should work just fine. So in that case, the events net and we didn't we open that? Maybe we didn't. Or Kinosh closed it for me, probably. So what we want to do here is we want to have a public void raise impact location. And all of these are across the network, so that's fine. It's gonna need those. And then we'll take this and we'll move that one here, because that's the RPC side of it. And we say call local false. So when the host calls this RPC across the network, it itself ignores it because it already has the local impact, right? This is just to get clients to spawn the thing. So we call RPC across the network with new vector3 person, so blah blah blah, and that means that we have to do this here. Ow, ow, ow. I just rolled over my, almost said thumb, but, you know, the other side, the other end of things, appendages wise. We don't need that. So on impact location, no, we do not want to do any of that. Instead, what we do here is we're going to just, you know, go to the events and raise impact. No, wait, impact events. We raise an impact, right? Oh, right. That's why we had the raise impact location. Fuck. What about that? Yeah, because that one carries the damage package. This one just carries the position. And on impact location, does that. So here we do raise impact location. Point and arcs normal. So when the impact happens, it will get raised, and I think we will put in an if and get multiplayer authority. If that is wrong, then we say false. No, not false. Return. See? Oh, not get. Is multiplayer authority. Okay. So, in theory, things should now compile. And the theory of it working is non-existent. But we'll try it. It did compile. So we set up a host on session 1. Session 2 gets to join in. And oh my god, are we throwing a bunch of errors. On session 1. Yeah, so first off, we are already failing on the network events, getting things set up right. And I think I know why. It's because we are doing things in the wrong order here. You can see we set up events, but that is not after we've done this. We need to set up the reference, to the game. Because setup events are now reliant on the game node. I was thinking about that earlier, but I figured, if I run into it, I can fix it. I was like 95% sure it was the wrong way around. See, now we're not throwing any errors, and the host spawned into the game. The client connects, spawns into to the game, no errors. The host goes and shoots, no errors. And we see the explosion. You see that? It works. Yay! I am the greatest. Yeah, so that was actually surprisingly little that got messed up. Whoa. Oh, well. We do have a little bit of problems. Oh yeah, let's actually toggle on the damn avatar again. What did we do? We put him in 4. So the view layers. We should remove him from 1. No, wait. Instead of doing that, we can just reset all of that. I don't care. Wasn't this also default all of them? I don't know. The idea, though, is that instead of doing that, we will take this here and say, oh yeah, where the hell do we do that actually? Yeah, isn't that in the material? If it is on the material, we fucked. Hey, don't blank. I want to set this to shadows only. But if it's the material, we would have to make sure that the material is instantiated on this. Here, there. Oh no, this is on the geometry instance 3D. Okay, that's what we want. So let's see. How do we get here? So the skeleton avatar. Oh shit. Yeah, we're just gonna set. Let's put flip inside the avatar script. That goes shadow only, on, shadow only, off. Right. So in player avatar, we will say. Let's do internal Boolean returning shadow, not shadows, shadow only. Yeah, let's do that. So get. Yeah, we need get and set, but we also need a reference, and I don't know if we want to set that up. Although this might actually change. So let's set a reference in here to which one was it? Oh yeah, the geometry instance or mesh instance. Yeah, let's do mesh instance. So mesh instance. Let's just call that model. So when we do get here, we will return a model. Cast shadow set. Oh no, what is this? Cast shadow settings. I don't know what that is. Off, on. Oh, okay. Shadows only. That's 3. It's just an enum. So we're gonna change. Return that. Shadows only will be if shadows, all shadows is 3. Otherwise, it will return false. And when we set that shadows only, depending on what the value is, we're going to set it to 2 different things. So if value, then we set the model cast shadow to be shadows only. Else we will set model cast shadow to on. Yeah, on. Let's organize this a little bit. Wait. Oh yeah, that's just the end of the set, isn't it? There we go. So, now when the local player takes attaches its camera to that avatar, which it really doesn't ever do, but we are calling it that. When that happens in the local player, that is why we still have this, because that is also when we set that avatar shadows only to true. Bam. And that should fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Nope. It didn't fix anything. Instead, oh shit. Hang on. I set it up to be a reference in here, didn't I? Aha, I did. This is why I tried to write myself away from the inspector, because I always fucking forget. It's like when you do a weapon with cooldown, fire rate, and the first time you test it, you just spawn 1 projectile per frame. That's just... If you don't do it that way, you're doing it wrong. Oh look, I can't see myself. I also don't have anything that forces us to cast a shadow, but that should be ready. Oh, now when I say that, shouldn't we actually have directional light shadow enabled? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But that's sorted. Look, we don't even throw an error. So let's see if we broke something on the client side. I don't know what the hell that frame was, where we were looking the wrong way or something. Oh, look, we can see him again. And he can see us. Woohoo! Oh, yeah, and since the explosion happens on... Oh, shit, that means that the client can actually bounce the... Oh, look, it's the first player kill. Hey! Yeah, the client can actually bounce the host off the level. Like that. Oh my god, that's... We might actually have to change the force too. Also, we should be able to do direct hits on players. Other than ourselves, but... Yeah, that... So, now we would have to send the force over to the client when things happen. But look, we don't have a single error. And we've been doing everything that works so far. Amazing. What the hell is going on here? Oh, it's the delay. No, what the hell? Oh yeah, how the hell do we hit him back there? Oh, that way. Haha. I wonder how this feels once, we don't have a host that is running 5 frames. But when the host does this... Wait, it works the other way around too. Oh, yeah, it does. Right, we don't have to send it over. It's the physics. As long as the explosion and so on happens on the client, it will move the client, and the client will have the authority to move. It's just that we force the client to move on the client side. That's obviously a bad way for cheat capabilities and stuff, but that means that it actually fucking works. Huh. So what I was thinking too is, in preparation for team colors, we should basically put a big ass hat and coat or something on the skeleton. But we don't need that now. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to lower the force on those a little bit. Let's go for 45. That's not a big change. So, Kinnash, are you awake? I don't know. Actually, yeah, it's too late to actually do a test, isn't it? You are. Yeah, you want to do a test? I can upload a build to itch.io and you can download it and we can try it. Yeah, see, what makes me not really kind of wanna is because I know how fucking bad it's gonna be. So we can try with you being the host. Do you know if your router and so on can do UPnP if that is enabled? Currently, you can't set up your external IP and port. You don't have to check. It will sort itself out automatically. I'm just asking. The game will try to do it for you. If it works, it works. Otherwise, I'm gonna be the host. But it would be nice. Yeah, most routers does, but it's a question about if it's enabled or not. Oh yeah, right. It's to that one. Let's do it without that. And you know what? I don't like there being stuff in that folder, and I don't want to create a new folder. So hang on, I'm just gonna nuke whatever's in it, like so. There we go. Right, so I'm gonna upload this to Jammy's page on itch.io. I think, yeah, let's do that. Because it's basically a little bit experimental stuff, so we're gonna do it there until I want to create its own entry, you know, which I don't want to do right now. So let's see, builds orbitality. This we do that. We zip that up into orbitality zip. We add that to files. Oh right, yeah, we have a movement testing there. We can remove that. Don't need that. And I'm just gonna do this. Okay, Kinaj, are you ready? So, I see. I'm not ready. I almost tried to click here in the overlay and type back to you. That functionality has not even crossed my mind to add to the overlay, so it's kind of weird that it happened that way. So, that's the Jammy page. On that, you're going to find a download to the Orbitality zip. If you download that, let me know when you have it running. Hey, Kani! Welcome in, welcome in. You're just coming in as we're going to try this. Hey, Hexit. So, how did it go in then for you, Kani? Did you get stuff running? Oh, shit. Hang on. You're a raider from Kani. No, I don't believe you. Yeah, so I'm obviously going to run the build version because frames I do like. So, did you host, Kinash? Oh, left alt will toggle the mouse. Right, left alt. Oh, you even got yourself that. So let's see if I can paste that there and join. There's no, yeah, I don't know if it does anything. This is why we should have added the chat. I'm going to press join again. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work. So in this case, Kinash, let's just quit out and restart everything, and I'm going to host. Right? Because the reason we quit is because we don't want to leave anything left in memory. Right? And then you can connect on that. So, for everyone that's coming in, this is the first time we test this in multiplayer. On the field for the training dog exam. Ooh. That sounds... Oh, shit! It's moving! Oh, no! Kinash! Oh, no! You got me. Yeah, see, that might be a little bit too much. Haha. Oh, it works. I can honestly say that there's something wrong with the weapon, though. Yeah, Canny, do you see this? It works. Obviously, there's definitely something wrong with the server stuff, but. Oh, you almost got me there. Yeah, this is super hard, especially since it's there's no interpolating and stuff, so it just feels it doesn't feel good. Let's be honest, but it works. Oh. It looks great. You're a little bit jealous. Well, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with this to just play around. So, but now I think you launched yourself. Yeah, okay, so the projectile, when you were firing back down at me there, the projectile is clear and visible. I like that. I also walked right off the edge. I am so good at this. Hang on. Oh, right. The weapon is attached to the player view, so I can't see your weapon. And also, you're shooting projectiles out of your back head. So there's something wrong on multiple levels. Oh, no! Wait, you were firing it like this. You were, in fact, upside down, weren't you? Yeah. Yeah, there's no limit on the rotation on the mouse. You can just go 360 all you want in the pitch. Ha! I got you! Yeah. Clearly you need this to be much more visible though. But yeah, it works. How bad is the lag on your end though? I would assume it's really bad. And also, I think we might have fucked up and have the cooldowns of the weapon mixed up. Because it seems like the cooldown I have is somehow affecting the cooldown on your weapon and vice versa, you know? Oh, yeah? Yeah, the movement is responsive because that is happening on your side. Yeah, there's something wrong with the cooldown. Because it's completely inconsistent. So I'm just holding fire now. If you turn towards me and start holding fire, you can see that we basically share it, I think. Oh, except when it's synced up like that. Oh, it's always going to be synced up. Oh, yeah. We have this exact same cooldown. So when it goes off cooldown, it happens on both our games. So both of us can fire one projectile, put it back into cooldown. But if any of us have it in cooldown, none of us can shoot. So if I hold like this and you tap your buttons, just tap fire and tap fire just after I fire. And you can see that you can't fire. That's so fucked up. Okay. That might actually be a good thing to fix. Because that was the main thing that was not, good when we were running around in a circle. And also the amount of force that we are putting into the Yeah, see, not being able to fire there is super annoying. Anyway, you know what? That's good. Thanks for testing, Kinash. It's good that we are on the right way, because what did you think about the general idea of the projectile speed and the trajectories, It's not perfect, but it's kind of in the ballpark of where we want to be in this early stage, I think. It can only get better. Well, that's not true, but we will try to only make it better from here on. Right? I'm just also you know what? I'm gonna leave it up now. Um yeah. Yeah, I don't know if great is what we're going for, but I'm happy with it being fun, right? Like not serious in any way, but just fun. Because imagine if you have a weapon that can charge up and creates a moving slow projectile across on the other side, like that attracts projectiles and players, stuff like that. Because I don't know. There's also the possibility of adding. So I think I want to cut up the playing field into actual different parts, and then we can shift them around a bit if we want to, and we can also put in, drift them apart. Like this could be an open space here. We can change these to be angled a bit and so on. We can angle this because remember the way the player controller work, we could put the arena like this, so we're not on a horizontal plane. We're actually playing. Yeah, I don't even know how to express that, but you get what I mean, right? Because the reason to do that is that when we raise this up, let's say that we do 90 degrees like that. If we do that, the distance from the backline to backline will be what? 30-40% shorter, something like that. Because currently, I think we're basically also like the gravity affecting projectiles and the projectile speed. All of it comes down to finding the sweet spot. And if we have a too long of a field, we won't be able to get from one end to the other end with any significance effect on the gameplay at all. And if we balance it for that, that means that when we're up in the front, the gravity effect will not affect the projectile enough to have a good impact on it as we shoot through it, maybe. I don't know. It's just... Hey, Hardlight! Me and Kinnash just played this game. Well, this game. Yay. And there was a couple of weird things going on. The fact that the damn oh, right, because the weapon now exists outside the network. Right. What the hell? What have you found? What's that? The Gen 82 Boomer Jester. Yeah, that's I don't know. Terrible. Does he have a tail? Is that a tail I see? I hope it's a tail. But yeah, in basic terms, it worked. Gotta change a little bit on the data because currently, since you know how I said I moved the weapon to be underneath the player view here, that means that this weapon instance here, that exists on everyone, but that is the only instance that exists. So when this fire, it actually fires the projectile. But that also means that it also resets the cooldown, and the cooldown that matters is the one on the host. So the host cooldown is determining if anyone can shoot, which is not a good thing. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so how about you, Hardlight? Are you going to stream tonight? Oh, and look, I think this is basically the smallest I got. And this is plenty small, I think. Let's see what my setting is. Here, min size multiple, 0.5. Right? That's the wrong one. Yeah, minimum split size. That's the one, I think. If we were to lower that. Yeah, look, now it looks like on your end. Look at that. It's just raining. Yeah. The thing is, you should probably have it up. Where did I have it? 0.6 or something, right? So we can look at this at it breaks down. The hell is that? Oh, it's. I would not have guessed that was it. What it was. A moving stick, whatever they are called. Vandrande pinne. Yeah, see, this to me is about as small as I want them to go. Because remember, most people don't watch the stream in a large screen setting, right? Yeah, and that also killed your performance when it came to the overlay. Oh, I had an idea 2 days ago, I think it was, about the overlays. Well, not specifically the overlay, but for overlay stuff, Twitch integration and so on. So, you know how you can run a poll in chat, right, on Twitch? Imagine if you did that in your overlay instead. So, for instance, this overlay. You would start a poll. The poll starts, and everyone that votes in gets registered with an emote. So you basically vote with an emote. So if you have 4 different options, you will then, when the poll closes, spawn all those emotes in 4 different teams, and they get to fight it out. Now, who wins might not actually be the one that won the poll, but the team that wins win the poll. Imagine that poll, right? That would be the problem with it is that it would probably be boring because it takes too long. Unless you speed up the time or something. I mean, there's things you can do, but that could be, yeah. This is just a custom one. I don't recognize it, although it's not part of what I usually watch either. So, but is that a famous anime character or something? Yeah, so it's a custom emote then. Probably, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. My head is done. I am done. Let's do. You know what? I should fucking mod you, Hardlight. Hang on. Actually, I should mod Kinash too. There we go. So now you can shout out yourself. So I don't have to. Shout out Hardlight. There we go. What is it you usually say when people come in? Hi, I'm Hardlight. I'm a variety streamer from America. Do you say US? No, America. You're an American. You say America. I'm a variety streamer from America. Absolute power corrupts. Yes, that's what we want to see. Well, yeah, hard light. You missed it. If you missed what I said, me and Kinash actually played this, right? And it worked. It fucking worked. Well, mostly. I'm fucking dunked from the United States. See, doesn't make sense to me. Well, you're not gonna go live right now, are you? Maybe we want to stick with I don't know, some kind of game dev oriented stuff. Hey, Rion. Yeah. What's up? You're not live either, so you were out walking the dog. Oh, you missed it. We played this in multiplayer. We had like super fun, and we were offered sponsorships and stuff. It's the next esport title for sure. No, it isn't, but it worked mostly. A bunch of caveats. But yeah, that means that let's see. We're gonna fiddle around with it, polish it up, fix what is super wrong, and then we probably want to try a 2 versus 2. Then I kind of also should make the rules for the team play. So you actually, like currently on the level here, we do have spawn points, but you can see we haven't assigned the team ID here yet. Which means it's not. Well, these should be teams. Why were there emotes? I mean, it's my overlay. I made an overlay years ago in Twitch. See, this is why I should stop. In Unity. So, it has stuff in here we can try out and do things. We can have a paint mode and a magnet if we want. Yeah, you never used a paint mode, have you, Hardlight? Where's the thing? Hang on, I don't see the thing. Where's my brush? Oh, there it is. Look, we can make. I don't know. Let's see if you can guess what I'm making here. So hard to paint in this because the resolution isn't the best. You're not far off. Oh yeah, that I shouldn't even try to paint that thing. Where's the can? There. Aha! It's a cat. It is. It is a cat. Sorry. Okay, so what am I drawing now? Ah, Rune, you got it. Sunny side up, egg. Get out of here, Hardlight. You don't belong here. I shouldn't say things like that. What if someone actually took it for by face value and actually got sad? You know what? Let's let's head over to Yitzpo. What you get now? Well, you get shoved around on Twitch. That's what you get. Yeah, Hardlight, I'm stopping now. My brain is fried. The only reason I streamed again today was that I found myself in Blender making these corner poles. Oh yeah, and look, the magnet also works. Rion, the magnet works, and we can take the Pikachu here and blow it up. And then when it starts breaking apart, and now everything is yellow. Oh my god, that was a mistake. Luckily, they're not permanent, but yeah, your eyes. Imagine my eyes. Literally, you're here now. Oh. Oh, hang on. I never did. The stupid mods, Kinnars and Hardlight not doing their job right. We should do this. Shout out Rion. There we go. And then we raid out. Hey, Reise! What's up? Why do people do this? Yeah, it's just to put pressure on you. Right? It's kind of fun actually when you think about it. Since I added the mass change by size, you can actually clearly see, as long as the thing isn't set up completely wrong, you can actually see how the small emotes actually get attracted way easier. Anyway. We're just going to raid out and call it a night. That was a productive little late session. And where did you go, Brush? Where's the brush? I can't see the brush. There it is. So you knocked them together to clear the screen. Anyway. Shout you out. Well, hang on. I think I've seen you live, right? I think so. Either way, I'm too tired. You think so too? Yeah. Oh, the classroom. Right. That's it. Yep. That's a PTSD in stream form. Anyway, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging, and Let's try to actually get like a 2 versus 2 or something going next time we play this. See ya.